So the video clip I'll show you in a minute demonstrates just how quickly a lithium-ion battery fire can take hold, literally in a matter of seconds. Unlike regular car fires, lithium battery fires rapidly progress due to the fact that the batteries are like a coiled spring, full of chemical energy which is just waiting for any excuse to release. If just a single cell in the battery fails or has a latent manufacturing defect, that cell can rapidly heat up to such an extent that surrounding cells are damaged, and once the dominoes start to fall, nothing will stop it. Not only is the fire itself incredibly dangerous, but the smoke and gas released are highly toxic and can cause serious health problems if inhaled. You also need to be mindful of the flamethrower-like jets of fire that can travel sideways for several meters, and of course make sure you aren't hit by red-hot projectiles ejected from the battery as it destroys itself. And the firefighters can do pretty much nothing. They usually just let these kinds of fires burn out, as it's safer for them to do so rather than attempting to fight it. It also avoids flooding the area with contaminated runoff from the fire hoses, and it's less harmful to just let the gas and smoke escape into the atmosphere. But this is the wonderful new EV utopia that we're all supposed to be eagerly supporting, where a car can transform from a convenient form of transport into a lethal burning fireball in seconds. And the occupants in this case were very lucky to escape, as we'll see. Let's take a look at the video. So this car driving across a junction, and you can see it starts to eject flames from underneath. And look how rapidly that happens. The guy just escapes there from the front, runs away wisely. But just look at the intensity, how quickly that has happened. Within seconds, the second guy gets out. Although why he returns to look at the car, he should get out of the way. And you can only imagine what this would be like in a confined space. And there you can see projectiles being ejected. It's absolutely catastrophic, and you can see that it has destroyed this to a smoking shell. That's all that's left of it. So just a reminder, if you want to support this channel, you can buy some cool anti-EV merch like this mug at the MGUY store. Just head over to store.mguy.tv, or you can scan the QR code on screen. So there's an article in Interesting Engineering which describes this fire. Chinese cattle-powered EV bursts into sudden flames, burns down to skeletal frame. The incident is under review as the Li Auto Mega caught fire from the chassis without external impact. On October the 23rd, while driving through Shanghai's MGUY district, a Li Auto Mega electric MPV suddenly caught fire, with witnesses reporting no collision before the blaze erupted from the vehicle's chassis, where its cattle-made battery pack is located beneath the floor. As it went over that junction, it seemed to bounce a bit, and I'm just wondering if it hit something in the road which impacted underneath. I don't know. Within seconds, intense flames engulfed the entire body of the electric minivan, leaving only a charred frame behind. Fortunately, the Mega's automatic door release system activated in time, allowing the driver and passenger to escape unharmed. Li Auto has launched a joint investigation with the local fire department to determine the cause, with early reports suggesting the battery pack may have been the source of ignition. Well, I'd put money on that. Quite frankly, you can see from the intensity and the speed at which it develops, there's nothing else in that car which would develop a fire quite as quickly as being the battery itself. Probably a cell was in thermal runaway for a time. Either that, or as I say, it may have had an impact to the underside, which caused one of those cells to immediately explode. Li Auto officials said they had dispatched personnel to the scene and were working closely with the MGUY Fire Department to determine the cause of the blaze. New photos circulating online show that the vehicle was completely burned, leaving behind only a skeletal metal frame. While local firefighters confirmed the ignition, they have yet to release further details, and Li Auto's customer service department said it is still verifying the information. Notably, this is not the first such incident involving the company company's flagship electric MPV. At least 2 other Li mega units have caught fire in China since June 2025, though both were reportedly caused by external factors. The latest case, however, has raised new safety concerns as investigators have yet to draw a definitive conclusion. Well, I'm glad to say we don't have these in Australia anymore. I don't know if they're in any other countries like the UK or Europe or the US. Let me know in the comments down below if you get these awful garbage Chinese EVs in your country. But it's not the kind of thing you want on the road, is it really? These fires are absolutely terrible once they start. They're almost impossible to put out. And fortunately, in this case, they were able to open the doors and escape. But can you imagine if they were unable to open the doors, like has happened in many times previously? You would just get burned alive very, very quickly. It's a terrible way to go. And I just hope that these things don't come to Australia, quite frankly. This is the brave new world that we're supposed to be embracing, this lithium-ion battery-powered transport. But quite frankly, this just goes to show how dangerous they are once a fire starts. It can be absolutely catastrophic. All right, that's it for this one. Thanks very much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed it. Look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye for now. If you've got any tips or stories, go there. If you'd like to watch another video, go there. If you'd like to buy me a coffee, go there. And please subscribe to this channel.